What's up? Black men can't become powerful without having empathy for one another. Now, me growing up, I seen a lot of the times where a lot of black men around me were just, and the black boys that I grew up with, we were selfish. I was selfish. And as I got older, I started to understand that relationships matter more than money. And that's something that's very true when you start to really look at who has power. The people who really have power in this world are the people who have the most relationships, the people who can come together, the people who can have one goal in mind as a collective, as a community, and work towards that. And the people who can come together and help each other. And I think that a lot of black men, we are very selfish. We don't care about the next black man. We don't have empathy for one another. And when you start to look at the communities and the races and the communities of people who are up and who are thriving, you see that they're very close knit because they care about each other and they care about their community. One of the things I see in the future with my movement and what I'm trying to do is that I want to see black men have schools where we educate each other, we build each other's confidence in one another. We really are sovereign over each other and we care about each other and we keep our money within our community and we're just a close knit community, like a very kept up together community. And I think that we can't have that if every black man is super individualistic and super selfish and they're super jealous and envious of other men. And they can't be around them unless they can unless they can look down on them, and they can't be around you if you're doing better than them. It's a lot of black men I've grew up around, and it was like that, and I've been like that at times. Even though I can honestly say I've never been super jealous of people, even when I never had much. And I think that that's something that's very important. And I think me making these videos, me trying to, put this out there, and getting away from embarrassment, getting away from caring about what somebody thinks, this is something that's important. We do have to come together. And I think that if I'm a black man and I want to be better in life and I want to improve, and you're a black man and you want to get better in life and you want to improve, why can't we help each other get there? Right. And that's not just going to happen with one person speaking for everybody. That's not going to happen through just YouTube videos. That's going to happen through real life, constantly coming together and coming up with solutions, coming up with trying to help the community, coming together to inspire each other. And if this brother needs something, you can help him. If this brother got knowledge that you don't have, listen to him, and try to get something from him. And then vice versa. If he got something that he don't have, listen to him, be receptive to him. And we should have that relationship with each other. And I think that that's something that really builds a lot of masculinity, a lot of strength, and a lot of, you know, strong identity. That's something that's very important. Strong identity. When you have empathy for your next black man, you have a stronger identity knowing that y'all can be vulnerable, emotionally available around each other, and know that I'm trying to see this man win in life and he's trying to see me win in life. We both have each other back. We both, we brothers, and we willing to go the farthest for each other. And I think that that's really just gonna help us so much more. And not only with black men coming together, that's gonna produce, the right environment for a child to be raised in, and that's gonna produce the right relationships when it comes to women, you know, men and women coming together. But I think that that's what I really see for the black man, the black community in the future. But it starts with us really caring for one another and understanding that we all want to win and we should all care about each other winning, and we should all help each other win, and all help each other go up. We can't do that if we hate each other. We can't do that if we're trying to kill each other. We can't do that if we just genuinely are too caught up in ourselves, right? And I think that that's something that I had to get over, being just too caught up in myself and being selfish about things and not caring about anything else. And really, that's where the true wealth comes in. The true wealth comes when you can benefit somebody else. It doesn't matter in what type of way. A lot of the times, if you have a good relationship and you can help that person with a conversation, with the opportunity, whatever the case may be, having that empathy and just being willing to be a person that can listen, have a conversation, and really try to help each other, and just keeping the authenticity open to everything, and really keeping an open heart to try to rise. And I'm not saying for black men to be like that for everybody, but I think for your fellow black man, that's the person you need to have a real heart for, a real soft spot for, as far as wanting to see us get better in life. And I think that that's, yeah, like I said, that's where the true wealth comes in. The true financial wealth comes in that way. That people don't look at. You can't really get anywhere without helping somebody, without benefiting somebody else in life. And you can see that with anything, with any form of how we make money. We're working for somebody that services people, or we have a product that services somebody else. We have value that people need, right? And I think that that can be monetized, and that can be put in various forms, right? But I think with the black community, it starts off with a movement, with a community, when we really come together in real life and do something. And I think that that's really going to be the things that's going to really help us go higher. And I understand, bro, like, I know it's gonna always be some black dudes who gonna laugh at you. It's always gonna be black dudes who not gonna care, and they're gonna stay. They're gonna stay at that place. They're gonna stay at a place of not caring and not really trying to help, and being selfish in a way, and being too caught up in themselves to come together with other black men. And those men I'm not really focused on. I know those are always gonna be the men that's probably gonna hate on you, laugh at you, pick on you, and I've been around guys like that. So I think that the goal should just be find those black men who are like minded. And I think that that's the goal with my community. That's the goal with making YouTube videos, and that should be the goal for any person. Find those like minded people that you really care about, that you relate to. And so that's really the goal, man. And I just really want to emphasize some more that, you know, we got to stop being so individualistic and so caught up in uh rising above everybody. I want to rise up, but I'd rather have the whole community rise up with me. And I think that that's the distinction that I make in my head when I think about, how impactful I want to be and how successful I want to be. It's not just about me rising above everybody. I'd rather see every black man come up and be successful with me, right? And I think that that's just important. That's all I got to say. Peace out.